The sky darkened suddenly as massive alien warships appeared in Earth's orbit, casting long shadows over cities, oceans, and fields below. These ships, unlike anything humans had ever seen, gleamed with cold metal and pulsing lights, silently but powerfully announcing their presence. Inside their command centers, alien leaders spoke with quiet confidence. Convinced their advanced technology and weapons made resistance pointless, they sent out loud, clear messages to Earth, mocking humanity's so-called primitive arms from referring to human lasers as weak Stone Age beams and old-fashioned ballistic weapons as nothing more than toys from a forgotten era. These words echoed across the airwaves, intended to demoralize the people of Earth, but instead, the messages sparked a fire of defiance among the global population. Military leaders gathered in tense rooms, sharing worried glances behind closed doors, knowing that the aliens' power was real and dangerous, yet they refused to show fear. Ordinary citizens watched the sky in a mix of awe, fear, and stubborn pride, knowing this moment could change everything. When the first alien scouts descended to the planet's surface, stepping out of their sleek ships with technology far beyond human reach, they expected to find easy victories and surrender. But instead, they found something unexpected: silent. Cities prepared with hidden defenses, people working tirelessly in underground bunkers, and a spirit that no weapon could break. The aliens moved forward with arrogance, their weapons ready to destroy, but beneath the surface, humanity's true strength lay in patience, determination, and careful planning. Each step the aliens took was met by subtle resistance, small but sharp, that hinted at a hidden power they had underestimated. As the world held its breath, waiting to see what would come next, it became clear that this was not a battle of weapons alone, but a test of will, courage, and heart. Earth was ready to fight back, not with flashy technology, but with a fierce resolve that could not be measured by any alien device. The real story was just beginning, and the aliens' laughter at human weapons was about to turn into something very different: shock, confusion, and fear. The first part of the invasion ended not with a swift conquest, but with a warning. Never judge a world by the tools it shows first, because the greatest power often hides beneath the surface. When the aliens finally launched their first strike, they did so with absolute confidence. Their massive warships unleashing plasma cannons that burned through the atmosphere like blazing comets. Energy shields shimmered around their vessels, seemingly impenetrable barriers designed to shrug off any human retaliation. From orbit to ground, their assault appeared unstoppable, and for a moment, the invaders believed the battle was already won. But what the aliens did not expect was the way humanity had prepared, not by matching alien technology directly, but by thinking differently, using every resource available in ways the invaders could not predict. Instead of charging headfirst into a conventional fight, human forces activated electromagnetic pulses, devices hidden in remote locations and urban centers that could disable electronic systems in a sudden burst. These pulses created moments of chaos, shutting down alien weapons and communications at critical times, turning their advantage into confusion. On the ground, soldiers wore armor not made from the latest shiny materials, but from carefully upgraded designs dating back decades, reinforced with new adaptive coatings that could absorb and redirect alien energy blasts. These clever modifications were the result of years of research and countless experiments, turning old technology into a weapon of survival. The aliens, watching from above, laughed at what they assumed were weak, outdated human tools, thinking it would be easy to sweep them aside. But laughter soon turned to surprise and then to alarm. As the human tactics unfolded, alien ships found their powerful plasma cannons disrupted by the pulses and their energy shields flickering under strange new attacks. Even more unexpected were the small, fast human vehicles that darted in and out of battles, armed with precision weapons that could exploit the smallest weaknesses in alien defenses. These fighters operated from hidden bases and underground tunnels, striking suddenly and vanishing before the aliens could respond. The battlefield became a complex dance, with humans using the environment, science, and creativity to fight back, in ways that technology alone could not explain. Commanders on the alien ships began to realize their mistakes, the arrogance that led them to underestimate human ingenuity. Their plans, built on assumptions of easy victory, began to unravel. As their weapons failed to deliver the quick end they wanted, the humans, far from being broken by the alien onslaught, grew stronger in their resistance, showing a level of coordination and determination that confused and frustrated the invaders. As the first strike wore on, it became clear that the war would not be a simple conquest, but a struggle against an enemy who refused to give up, who adapted quickly and found strength where the aliens least expected it. The planet itself seemed to fight alongside its people, with cities and landscapes becoming battlegrounds that favored those who knew every secret corner. The aliens, once laughing at the primitive human weapons, now faced the harsh reality that those weapons, combined with human spirit and resilience, were a far greater challenge than they ever imagined. This opening clash was only the beginning, but it shattered the illusion of alien superiority and set the stage for a conflict that would test the limits of both sides. The humans had sent a clear message. They were not helpless or outdated, but resourceful and ready to defend their home with everything they had. The first strike ended not with the destruction of humanity, but with a newfound respect for the unexpected power of human will. As the conflict stretched on, a surprising shift began to take shape that none of the alien commanders had predicted. Deep beneath the surface of the battered cities, and hidden in the ruins of once thriving towns, human engineers and scientists unveiled their secret weapon, a unique blend of old and new technology, fused with a relentless spirit that no machine could replicate. While the aliens boasted of their latest advanced systems, humans dug deep into their history, taking forgotten tools and ideas from past centuries and reinventing them with careful precision. This combination created weapons and devices that seemed simple at first glance but were deadly in practice, enhanced by years of experience and sheer creativity. From underground bunkers, guerrilla fighters emerged silently, moving like shadows through the wreckage of urban landscapes, wielding weapons that seemed outdated to the untrained eye. Yet these fighters struck with strategic cunning and expert precision, choosing when and where to attack, hitting weak points in alien defenses that technology alone could not protect. Their movements were swift and coordinated, confusing the aliens who could not easily track or predict their next strike. Above ground, alien warships that once dominated the skies began to show signs of damaged scorch marks, breaches in their hulls, and critical system failures. Panic started to ripple through the alien ranks, an unfamiliar feeling for beings used to easy victories and total control. Commanders sent urgent messages demanding reinforcements and new tactics, but the humans continued to press their advantage. Every failed assault weakened alien morale and raised human hopes.
Wow.
News of successful raids spread quickly, inspiring people everywhere to resist and fight in their own ways. The turning point was no longer just about weapons or technology, it was about willpower, and the refusal to surrender in the face of overwhelming odds. Human resilience became their greatest weapon, driving them to push harder and fight smarter, turning the tide of battle. As the aliens struggled to adapt, human forces seized control of key locations, capturing vital supplies and turning alien technology against them. Each victory, no matter how small, sent a clear message: humanity would not fall easily. The confidence of the invaders faded, replaced by a growing fear that the conquest they had planned would slip through their fingers. The once distant hope of survival had become a powerful reality, proving that innovation and courage could overcome even the most daunting enemies. In the ruins and bunkers, humans prepared for the next phase of the battle, knowing that their moment had come. The story of Earth's defense was no longer one of desperate resistance, but of rising power, a story that would be remembered long after the last shot was fired. After suffering unexpected losses and seeing their confidence crumble, the alien commanders called their forces back, determined to regroup and strike with full power once again. They believed their advanced weapons and overwhelming numbers would crush the humans and end the resistance in a swift, brutal wave. But But humanity had anticipated this moment long before the aliens' retreat. Behind the scenes, human strategists coordinated attacks with precision and timing that rivaled the aliens' own advanced systems. Rather than meeting the enemy head-on, humans used guerrilla tactics, striking at supply lines, communication hubs, and command centers carefully, weakening the invaders piece by piece. In addition to physical strikes, expert hackers breached alien networks, causing confusion and disruption within enemy ranks. These digital warriors turned the aliens' own technology against them, feeding false information and disabling critical systems. Just as human forces attacked, the battlefield transformed into a dangerous maze, filled with hidden traps and unpredictable threats that the aliens could not navigate easily. Humans also captured alien devices and quickly adapted them, turning powerful weapons and energy sources into tools for their own defense and attack. The invaders, once so certain of their superiority, found their technology unreliable and their strategies ineffective against the relentless human spirit. Each counterattack pushed the aliens further back, their ranks thinning as frustration and fear replaced their earlier arrogance. The humans' willingness to adapt and their unyielding will to survive became an unstoppable force, turning every inch of the battlefield into a testament to human resilience. Slowly, the invaders realized that their superior weapons had become liabilities, targets for human ingenuity and fierce determination. The tide of battle shifted decisively, forcing the aliens to retreat from once secure positions and reconsider their approach. Earth's defenders, now emboldened by their success, pressed their advantage with growing confidence, determined to protect their home no matter the cost. This counterattack marked a turning point in the war, proving that no matter how advanced the enemy, the strength of human courage and creativity could change the course of history. As the aliens withdrew, battered and weary, it was clear that humanity had claimed more than survival. They had earned respect and the promise of a future where they would never again be underestimated. The final chapter of the conflict arrived. As the alien forces, battered and broken, began a slow but steady withdrawal from Earth's skies and battle-scarred lands, their confidence shattered, and their advanced weapons no longer a guarantee of victory. The invaders faced the harsh reality that they had underestimated the human race in every possible way. Once proud and arrogant, their leaders now spoke in quiet tones, making promises never to dismiss humans again or to judge their strength by appearances alone. Meanwhile, across Earth, people emerged from shelters and bunkers, their faces marked by exhaustion but brightened with relief and hope. Cities began to heal, damaged infrastructure was slowly rebuilt, and the hum of human activity returned with renewed energy and purpose. This victory was not just a military success. It was a testament to the power of courage, creativity, and unity, qualities that technology alone could never replace. The world's people had stood together in the face of overwhelming odds, proving that even the most sophisticated weapons were useless without heart and determination behind them. As humanity rebuilt, they also looked to the future, determined to prepare for whatever challenges might come next. Scientists worked tirelessly to improve their defenses, not by copying alien technology blindly, but by learning from their own history and from the lessons of this war. Engineers developed new tools that combined the best of old and new, ensuring that humanity would be ready to face any threat with strength and intelligence. At the same time, leaders sought peace and understanding, hoping that this war would serve as a lesson to other civilizations in the galaxy about the power and resilience of Earth's inhabitants. In the vastness of space, the story of Earth's defense spread, a message of warning and respect that resonated far beyond the blue planet. The words whispered across star systems were clear: never laugh at human weapons, because by the time you realize their true power, it is already too late. This final truth echoed in the hearts of every person who had fought, survived, and triumphed. Earth was no longer just a world to be conquered or ignored. It was a force to be reckoned with, a symbol of hope and strength. And as humanity stood, united under their healed skies, they knew this victory was only the beginning of a new chapter, one where the spirit of innovation and bravery would guide them to a future bright with possibility.